I tried to stay calm, but when she told me she wanted to break up, she said a lot of hurtful things, and I was completely devastated. When I asked why, she said she was confused, that she still loved me very much but wanted to try a threesome with a coworker. Welcome to the Hall at Halls of Magic's Monologue. I'm Magic, your curator of personal growth and the sage keeper of the keys to today's tome of wisdom and knowledge. Today's video, my girlfriend wants to have S-word fun with other people, and I don't know if I still love her. But before embarking on an expedition to knowledge and many people's abysmal life choices, I thank you for the thumbs up you've given me, the subscribe, and the smacking of the bell to be instantly notified of new videos. Let's begin the journey. This is a good lesson video about how many men will light themselves on fire to keep their wives or girlfriends warm and think it will be rewarded. Stay to the end for my thoughts on what I think this brother needs to do. This is a long story, but I'll try to keep it brief. A few weeks ago, my girlfriend returned from a trip to visit her sisters. Everything seemed normal until I went to see her and took her for a walk. I could tell she had something on her mind, something difficult to say. She rarely brings up relationship issues, so I was already bracing for the worst. I tried to stay calm, but when she told me she wanted to break up, she said a lot of hurtful things, and I was completely devastated. When I asked why, she said she was confused, that she still loved me very much, but wanted to try a threesome with a coworker, who, interestingly, she had always talked a lot about. That hurt even more. Slap to the back of the head. That was the first warning sign you either missed, ignored, or didn't know about. Guys, have you ever noticed when you mention a woman in passing, you get the third and fourth degree, especially after you tell her the truth that she is just an acquaintance? You see, in the male universe, as a rule, when we say she's just a friend, we mean she's just a friend, either someone we work with or she's part of a larger group. However, there is literally nothing more. But in the female universe, this is not true. If your girl starts talking about another guy a lot and she tells you he's just a friend, you have a potential problem. He's just a friend has broken up more relationships and marriages than tequila shots at a bachelorette party. Women are loyal to only one thing, their emotions. And when your girl or your woman starts talking about another guy over and over, he's giving her emotional feels or tingles you're not. If this wasn't true, then she wouldn't be talking about him all the freaking time. This is the first warning sign you need to start paying attention to, guys. Start watching for pattern changes and red flags. Look, I'm not conservative, and I have no problem with S-word freedom. Yeah, well, when I was younger, I thought as you did, and now it's starting to bite you on the ass. But she had always been the one with strict views on these things. She would scold me, and we would even have arguments about my sexuality. What really broke me aside from the fact that this dragged on for days, was how easily she was willing to tear me apart and walk away just because she was confused. Slap to the back of the head. You said she had always been the one with strict views on these things. She would scold me, and we even had arguments about my sexuality. First off, that is just freaking immature. Dude, you are being manipulated, and her pivot from valuing exclusivity to introducing explorative ideals only when it serves her emotional confusion may be indicative of perhaps avoidant coping mechanisms. Hell, to me, there seems to be some narcissistic tendencies, as in the difficulty to genuinely prioritize the needs of others, especially during emotionally heightened scenarios. Yeah, well, that's an epic fail on her part there. These are just my opinions, by the way, and this is not a diagnosis. I've always been open to her and always tried to support her, even in her darkest moments. A few months ago, we went through something really difficult. She had a best friend she was incredibly close to, and over time, he became close to me as well. Uh-oh, here we go. No alpha guy would have put up with that. The problem, he was madly in love with her. She claimed she didn't feel the same. That she saw him as a brother, but spent an entire year trying to sabotage our relationship. Of course he did. And didn't you notice at no time did she shut it down? Oh, wait, you missed that red flag too. When I confronted her about it, she denied everything and did nothing. Shocker. What? Give up all this attention and validation and drama over two guys who want me? You want me to give that up? Say it isn't so. It only ended when he finally forced her to choose between me and him. Well, she chose me, so... Okay. Translation. You found a pair of balls somewhere. By the way, slap to the back of the head. You say to us she's your girlfriend, and if this relationship was serious, then male best friends are not an option, just as female best friends are not an option for you. By you allowing this, you demonstrated a willingness to be, well, I'm going to put this very delicately, her beta bitch. Once you have that status in a woman's mind, it's only a matter of time before she loses all respect for you and escalates. You never should have engaged in that contest in the first place. And when that started, you should have walked away then. Yeah, you won the battle and set yourself up to lose the freaking war. Since she actively avoided confronting the problem, instead, she remained a passive participant, allowing damaging ambiguity to persist until forced to decide. Translation? Oh wait, lack of accountability. And now this. Honestly, I feel like such an idiot. Well, I'm sorry to say, you were an idiot. However, in your defense, you didn't know better. I've been so in love for the past 2 years that I didn't realize how little she seems to care about my feelings. She's affectionate, she's kind, but when it comes to real tests, when it truly matters, I am completely alone. And yet, dude, you stayed. Let's be clear here. You're not a victim. You're a volunteer. Ever since all of this started weighing on my mind, something feels different. Like I can physically feel something breaking. I keep asking myself if I still love her, if I still want to keep going. I don't wish her any harm, Quite the opposite. But I don't know if I want this anymore, or if I even believe in a future together. It feels like I'm carrying a weight and I desperately need to let go of. Okay, here's what I see, what I think, and my personal opinions. First off, the fact you never realized you were in a toxic relationship is actually quite concerning. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and guess you're the product of a single mom, or if your dad was in the home, he was mom's beta bitch. You're carrying a weight because you're sacrificing your integrity to maintain this relationship. If she isn't meeting you with the same level of intentionality, clarity, and responsibility, the cost is your soul, your values, and, dude, your future. Ask yourself whether this relationship provides emotional reciprocity. If you're consistently giving without receiving comparable consideration, it's an unhealthy dynamic that seems to already eroded your self-esteem. Stop focusing on fixing her, confusion, or meeting her halfway if she isn't taking accountability for what she's done or how she's hurting you. Time for you to face facts. This relationship was over the day she was forced to choose you. Now you need to kick her to the curb and never allow her anywhere near your life again. Think of her as, Ebola and Class 3 containment. Nowhere near you after this. This means no closure conversation, block her on everything, and go do the following. 1, get your ass to the gym and work out. There is positive emotion in motion. Failing that, take up a combat sport like boxing or a martial art. 2, you need to find a male therapist or a therapist who doesn't have unnatural hair colors, a nose ring, or enough tattoos to be confused with a roadside advertising billboard, and one who doesn't think that Dr. Phil or Jordan Peterson is a misogynist. They will do an evaluation. However, a few things kind of stand out to me. Brother, learn boundaries. No sacrificing emotional health, safety, or finances for short-term relationship validation. Use logic-based decision-making over emotional impulses. 3, prioritize self-sufficiency and learn how to create reciprocal, high-value relationships. 4, learn to recognize manipulative tactics. As a matter of fact, I have a video on that. 5, work on mastering a healthy partner selection strategy grounded in aligned values and lifestyles. In the comments section below, give me your thoughts on what advice I missed. If you found value in this video, then help a brother out by doing 3 things. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell, and share this with at least 3 friends who need to learn from this channel. Confession is good for the soul and this channel. Send me your personal relationship stories to share, or if you see an article online you think I should cover, send the link to stories@magicsmonologue.com. If you have a moment, subscribe to my Locals, Rumble, X, Getter, or Gab for future politically incorrect content which this platform may not appreciate. Through this, you're leading by example, encouraging other men to rise higher, and ensuring you live a life of passion, purpose, and prosperity. If you're watching this on YouTube and want another video like this one, then click here to watch 7 manipulation strategies in relationships. Are you falling for these? Otherwise, if you can't wait for my next new video, then click on one of these right now and watch another. Know the risks. Play the game wisely, and I'll see you in the winner's circle.